Open up, please. Things around. There we go. Oh. Where's the picture? Show up, please. There we go. Okay. Greetings and welcome back to Monster Prom, second term. My name is Patchable, and let's do this. I have such a lame intro. Full game. I'll go full game first, then another 30-minute game. Last time I did shit, wrong one. Last time I did. Uh-oh. Not what I meant to do. Back to menu. Yes. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to pick a name. Play. Let's go for... Who should we go for? We should go for Calculista. Right. Who would we like to see with Calculista? I don't think I've had him with Calculista before. His name is Brain. Perfect. I was gonna pick a name, but screw that. Skippity skip skip. Pretty sure everyone who watches these knows all that stuff already. You built a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Your least favorite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered with badass tattoos. That mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff they show on the news. That glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. That one? Creative. Good. I am goodly creative. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? $1 bills will now include a picture of me in the inscription, "Beware too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever." You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws, so is this a trick quit? Yeah, I am smart now. Smart ass. If you were a D&D character, what would be your class? Fanfic bard? Nope. Obscure Instagrammer? Nope. Moneymaker? Nope. Gun haver? Nope. The prettiest one? Nope. Good boy? Nope. Alright then. Calculus is none of these ones. What should we set Calculus up with? Let's set him up with Scott. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose? Nope. That's Polly. A pony. Always a pony. That sounds like Miranda. An art commissioned by Picasso. That sounds like Liam. The head of their fiercest enemy. That's Damien. The abstract concept of gratefulness. That's got to be Calculista, right? Anything on fire? That's Damien again. No, wait, the head of their fiercest enemy. Oh, that must be like... Nah, it doesn't matter. That one. Wait, what? We didn't have Calculista at all? No, I want to go back. I want Calculista. Back to menu. Yes. Ah. One player, second term, full game. Skip, skip, skip. That one. Name is Brian. Brain. And skip. And skip. 6 with an animal. I don't know what that one. Fun. Okay. No, no. Don't keep pressing that. One day you wake up and you swap bodies with your mum. Charming. Good enough. School just isn't working out. Time to go stripping. What's your stage name? Excuse you, I wouldn't be the stripper, honey. I'm the damn pimp. Max Pleasure Model 3000. There we go. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? Soft fur. I don't know. I wanted to set him up with Scott the first time, so that's what I'm doing. See what happens when they interact. Well, I need to be more creative. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Scott corners you to list all his favorite bones to chew, when suddenly he stops and sniffs the air.
Oh boy, is that? It's Cookie Lester, and he's got a little plant. Let's go say hi. Hi, Cookie Lester. Who's your little plant friend?
Hello, Scott. Yes, this is my little plant friend, Buckaroo Bonsai. I treasure it because it is my sole window into what it means to be alive.
Cool. Can I pee on it? You know, so people will know I've been there.
Please do not pee on Buckaroo Bonsai.
Ah, I gotcha. You already peed on it, because it's yours.
If that will stop you from dispensing urine, then yes.
That's cool, bro. I can still help you grow little Bucky big and strong. I'll get you some plant energy drink.
Or perhaps some nice nutritious water.
And a plant-sized barbell. Plus it needs to join the lacrosse team so I can make plant friends.
Alert! Friend is giving terrible advice, but do not want to hurt friend's feelings. Input required. Looks like it's up to you to solve this problem. Do you care more about making Scott happy or helping Calculus to take care of his plant? I like where your head's at, Scott, but you know what this plant really needs? Racing stripes. No, Scott. Calculus is right. Water is like an energy drink for plants. Yes, brain is correct. Unknown sports metaphor applies perfectly to this scenario.
Oh wow, I never thought of it that way. But why is it clear? Energy drinks are always orange or yellow or purple.
If it will prevent you from destroying my beloved Buckaroo Bonsai, we can make the water any color you want.
Oh, can we make it red?
Red is a color, yes.
Hey! You hear that, Bucky? Prepare to get juiced.
Before you know it, Scott is doing all of Calculus's watering for him, and you're making a small fortune canning energy drinks for plants. You gain +2 money and +1 creativity. Oh, money! Nice. I can buy whatever the hell I want. Where are you, Cal? He's still with Scott. When you arrive at Scott and Calculus's table, Scott isn't here. He comes back when you sit down, clearly delighted.
Oh man, everybody's butts smell great today. It's like a bouquet of butts. A bouquet. Look at this. Brain is there too. Hey Brain, I bet you have a butt for me to sniff.
Scott, I advise you to terminate your current course of action.
What?
Translating previous utterance into Scott-readable format. One moment, please. Scott, smelling butts equals bad.
But how can smelling butts be bad when smelling butts is good?
It's not good. It is bad. See also uncouth, invasive, and totally nasty. I cracked a high while doing his voice.
But.
Either Scott is malfunctioning, or he's just been distracted by some fun new butts. Either way, you need to find a way to resolve this dispute. You don't understand Calculista. You use compliments. No. Calculista is right, Scott. You've got to be polite and respectful of people's privacy. Why not present them with an official form requesting a butt smelling?
Oh, I already have one of those.
Scott hands you a piece of construction paper. On it has written, "Can I smell your butt, yes or no?" YN. This is not a legally sound document. Allow me to assist. Calculista prints out 500 copies of a very official-looking bureaucratic form and hands them to Scott. He's clearly put some thought into this.
Form A55 Anal Olfactory Rendezvous Request. Wow, it's even got a seal from the Bureau of Unilateral Touche Tasting.
Do you see now, friend Scott? Bureaucracy can be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pass these out to everybody.
With Scott gone, Calculista prints out a single copy of a different form and hands it to you. It's form ILU 6969 Romance Escalation Consent Request. Nice. What's that? I don't know. What is that? Police report. Oh, I should do that eventually. Also that. Ooh, those look interesting. Alright then, that's creativity. Why not? You know what? All profits are made and donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet! I didn't actually mean to go to her. Anyway. Boldness. But now you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You get +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You feel the ratio of cheesiness in the surroundings growing, and that can only mean... Oh.
Who's the prettiest, most perfect, little snooky wookie pie in the whole world? My smoochy pie whoopsie pie poopsie pie. Is there anything in the world that makes one more articulate and well-spoken than the throwers of true love?
Running internal search. Found 9,969 results, starting with a graduate degree in classic literature.
Violet, Tate, your relationship is so perfect. You're always you're always together.
Well, they are literally stuck together.
That's the kind of unyielding codependence that I demand from a future multi-hyphenate lover servant serf.
Error found. Unreasonable expectations.
How did you know when you found the one? Oh, well, you know. When you know, you know.
Error. Tautological explanation input insufficient to extrapolate useful data. And having realized that they have no actual useful input, the couple exists to do more coupley things. But oh! You know how to tell who's the one, or at least convince one of them that you're the one. Easy, Miranda. The one is willing to fight past monsters, face countless dangers, all the break. You're in luck, Calculista. I've spent years studying and devising this complex formulaic theorem to calculate exactly who the one is. Explain to me more about this formula. It certainly sounds very legitimate. You explain your calculations are carbon-based because, holy shit, if you try to use numbers on the calculator, game over. Instead, your very objective math is calculated using taquitos, fruit bats, and a trombone.
Oh, how perfect! Have my servants I always have my servants carry all of those things. For just such an occasion.
Once you put the shoelaces and honey in place, you flash a little ankle to activate calculations. The result of this objective process seems to say that brain is the one for Calculesta. Running internal check. Legitimacy. Diagnosis concluded. Brian is the one for Calculesta.
Oh, do me next!
If only you could, Miranda. If only you could. But you can only have one prom date. And your eyes are set on that computie's lack of eyes. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Awesome! I am charming. It is now noon. Alright. Damien and Calculista? When you arrive at your chosen table, Calculista is there by himself. A few moments later, Damien comes stomping up even angrier than usual.
Calculista, your stupid friend stole my candy bar.
Scott stole your candy bar?
What? No, the vending machine. I put money in, but the candy bar got stuck on the stupid coil thing.
Ah, I see. Because we are both machines, you assume we are friends.
Well, yeah.
In this case, you are correct. Venderonica is my friend, but she is also a vending machine, and so cannot be reasoned with. I am sorry, friend Damien.
I knew using my words was a mistake. Time to stick my hand up the old vending chute.
Friend Damien, desist. This is a gross violation. A vending machine chute is like your organ's butt or your organic butthole.
I don't care if it is my organic butthole. I paid for that candy bar and I'm gonna get it.
Uh-oh. Maybe you can say something to defuse the situation. Not everything is about money, Damien. Maybe the vending machine doesn't want to give you your candy bar because it's something you did. Calm down, Calculista. No, that one.
Something I did? But I've never done anything to this vending machine. Except for punch it occasionally when my quarters get stuck, or when I'm pissed off, or when I'm happy, or when I haven't punched something in a while. Oh, Calculista, do vending machines not like getting punched?
Nothing likes getting punched, friend Damien.
Whoa. Looks like this is one problem that maybe can't be solved by punching. I thought I'd never see the day. Sorry about your rectum vending machine. You can keep the candy bar.
Green mirrors flash on the vending machine's digital display. Thank you. Calculista display simulates a sigh of relief. You've done a good thing. Good. I am a good person now. Alright, smartness. Yeah, let's go be... No, actually. Charming. Where's charm? Where do I get my charm from? That's where I get my charm from. That day in Epic Stars Romance takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels the team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You can plus 2 charm. You see Calculus is happily tending his favorite little aloe vera plant when suddenly...
Calculista, thank you for the fate. Thank the fates we found you. A terrible curse has befallen us, and we require your aid.
I was built to help, literally. I have attempted to diversify in terms of my purpose, but my prime directive remains.
Well, as you may know from religiously following our TV tropes page, we are currently engaged in a vicious struggle against the sun itself. The sun is a mighty foe capable of inflicting tremendous casualties, and we have fallen victim to its wiles. Behold! The Coven uncover their shoulders to reveal some particularly vicious sunburns. And so we have come to you, renowned herbalist, for a balm in our time of need. Let us cut the leaves from your little plants so that we may avail ourselves of its healing properties. Allow me to clarify your intention. You request that I destroy my favorite aloe vera plant in order to treat your sunburns. We ask that you make a noble sacrifice to free us from a terrible curse, yes.
Internal conflict detected. I do not want to do this thing, but I am too kind to say so. Friend Brain, what do I do? Let's think about this logically. Many people have done terrible things, but no plant has ever committed an evil act. So isn't this plant worth more than the entirety of monster kind? If you're looking for an aloe vera plant, looking for aloe vera, why don't you just ask Vera? Are they related or something? What about this? Sorry.
By the goddess, is it possible? Were we the villains all along?
If I respond in the affirmative, will you cease to demand the destruction of my treasured plant friend?
Yes.
Then, yes.
Oh, how we lament our debased animal
ways? Yeah.
How can we make it up to you, good and pure aloe vera? Shall we weave you a spell? Slay one of your enemies?
I do not see how that is necessary.
But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves of guilt. There must be some task we can perform on behalf of your plant friend.
I suppose you could bring me 1 ice cube, 1 water. I water my aloe vera by placing an ice cube in the pot so that the water enters the soil more slowly.
An ice cube, a befitting prize for a most noble of plants. Our only hope is that the precious ice can survive the heated machinations of the vile sun.
Yes, well, good luck. The Coven rush off to find ice, happy to be on a mission. Calculista turns back to his plant, happy not to be a part of their mission anymore. For brokering this truce, you gain plus 2 charm and plus 1 fun. Yay. Am I getting in his good books yet? You got a lot of charm. Just to make sure, let's just be more smart. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity of this high school. You get plus 2 smarts. Now you got a problem though. You got to do a group math presentation with Calculista, Scott, Miranda, and Dahlia. And none of you are the least bit prepared.
I am incest.
What?
I am incest. Is there not a math subject? We behave as if we are its subjects, bending to its will.
Incensed. Okay.
Calculista, is there a computer? Can we not pay you some paltry sum to merely calculate us a presentation?
First of all, that is racist. Second of all, I too anticipate that this group project would pose me no difficulty. That is, until I learnt of our topic.
You mean why the is the cool 3 is the coolest number in the alphabet?
In hindsight, it was probably an error to allow you to select our topic. 3 is not a number.
Sure it is. It's a number between 3 and 5.
You are thinking of the number 4.
Oh, my bad.
But it is far too late now to change the topic of our presentation. What shall we do?
Never surrender, Scotty boy. We'll make the 3 into a real number with our fists.
That is not how numbers function.
Oh yeah? Say so.
Math.
Well then it looks like we'll just have to conquer math with our fists.
Conquest, yes, that's more like it.
I want to help. I love helping.
I too will support this doomed crusade, as that is what I have deduced a true friend would do. Okay, great. Everybody on board. That just leaves one little nagging question. How are you actually supposed to conquer math? With our fists, with biological warfare. The biggest challenge in your war against math is that math is an abstract concept and thus difficult to fight a war against. Luckily for you, biology is also an abstract concept, pure run problem solved. Using a moldy sandwich, an ancient copy of The Origin of Species, and some hardcore pornography, you summon the avatar of biology to aid you.
Yes, go forth, biology, defend my honor.
And look, over there, the physical manifestation of math has stepped out of the chalkboard in a cloud of polynomials and pencil shavings.
I still say we should have done this without fists.
Oh no, math is still a little wicked, right? We're in hooked with biology's face. My poor champion.
Don't worry, guys. It's nothing some good old-fashioned cheerleading can't fix. 2, 4, 6, 8.
No, Scott, you're only making math stronger. It's got biology in a headlock.
Sorry. I mean, biology. Punch that sucker in the eye.
Yes, punching!
It's working. Biology has the upper hand. Keep cheering, Scott. Keep cheering.
Tree! Aggressive tree! Aggressive!
Did he just suddenly change? It is done. Biology has conquered math. I would calculate the probability of this occurrence, but it is no longer seems possible to calculate anything. Luckily, Spooky High is a backup math generator for such emergencies, so you're still able to gain +2 boldness and +1 charm. Fuck yeah. I don't even think I'm actually getting in Calculus's good books here. I think I'm just having a good time. Friend Paulina, please correct me if I have misunderstood, as I am still new to these customs. But it is my understanding that the cafeteria is designated for the consumption of calories by those organic beings who need them to live.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
And these tables are put aforementioned calories in order to be consumed.
You got it, little robot. You got it, little robot buddy.
But you seem to be dancing on top of this table, therefore preventing your fellow students from using it for its designated function.
Nailed it.
And you are encouraging other students to do the same, as confetti rains down from the ceiling and multiple disco balls flash blindingly. And your music is very loud, which is why you are shouting over it.
Boom! See? You understand way more than you think. You're crushing it, You're crushing it! Like I'm crushing this rave!
But from my understanding, the outdoors location is designated for raves, cafeteria is for food consumption. Disrupting the ability to consume food in a space designated for food consumption is not very nice, and I believe you should stop.
Well, I believe that it's lame and dumb, and I can't stop, and I won't stop partying, so Wait, it's lame and dumb, and I can't stop, and I won't stop partying, so I'm just gonna keep partying.
They seem to be at a standstill. Time to step in and turn the tide. Polly should keep raving. Calculator is right. We know you're all about throwing parties in ridiculous places, so why not find someplace even more ridiculous, like the rave to Narnia? Yes, friend Paulina. Certainly, I do not want to curtail the fun of your rave, but perhaps if you could enjoy yourself just as much somewhere which does not disturb our classmates.
That's it! That's enough! Everyone stop! Cut the lights! Cut the music! Take your damn hands off the piano, Justin! This party just got shut down!
Paulina, I apologize. I do not mean to ruin your fun.
It is headed to Narnia! Woo! Follow me through the wardrobe, fam!
Well, Brian. Brain, that is quite a brilliant solution. You must be one of the few monsters here who pays attention in class and gains plus smarts. Launching sequence, sincere gratitude. Thank you. It seems you have brought us quite a bit of time while Paulina parties in Narnia.
Sup, bitches? I'm back from Narnia. Have you missed me these past years?
You were gone 12 seconds and 8 nanoseconds according to my clock.
Did you dumb-nuts forget how Narnia works? I just became queen and ruled for 20 years, and then burned that shit to the ground with the dopest party ever. It was so bomb. That or I'm just super high on these super shrooms and just tripped very hard and had a 20-year-long specific hallucination for the last 12 seconds. Who the fuck knows when it comes to super shrooms?
Hey, it was fun while it lasted, and Calculista still seems pleased. So go ahead and count that as a win. We will set-wise. That was fun. That day you're astonished by the new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And +2 smarts. Valuable life lessons. You see Calculus fawning over one of his succulents. Oh, hello there, friend Brain. I am just enjoying the premise of my current assignment. You see, I have been tasked with caring for this succulent, tiny shrub lob, in order to learn about what is life for biological organisms. My grade will be determined based upon whether or not I am able to give him the fullest life, something I always want for my little plant friends. Tell me, Brain, as a fellow organic life form, how would you define the ultimate life experience? What that makes you feel most alive is trying to guess what qualities your classmates would be most attracted to, but universally, you can only truly appreciate life once you feel the grips of morality clutching your throat. Let's give this plant a near-death experience. The ultimate life experience is bringing forth new life. I don't know. That one? God fucking damn it. This was probably an entire path, wasn't it? And I just screwed it up. I screwed it up. God. Ah! Oh, friend Brian, what an astute and insightful observation you have just made. It is true. Oh, my boldness is only 9. I should have fucking looked. It is true that in moments throughout the history of my consciousness, when I feared I might be rewritten, I did more than ever to treasure my programming. What plan do you intend to execute in order to... Execute indeed! You pull out a Glock and shoot the shit out of that plant. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. These are some noises that guns make in the monster universe. Scanning plant for any signs of life. Error, none found. This was not a near-death experience. This was just a regular death experience. Emotions found. Disappointment, sadness, grief, mourning, loss. Fuck. And speaking of loss, you fare thee well 2 smarts and 1 charm. Oops. I fucked up. Those smarts that I just gained are gone. Let's go back to class then. That day you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew sticker stickiness, a spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream, a spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain +2 smarts. You notice Calculus are connected to another computer in by many wires. You worry it might be weird sexting, so you preclude you from doing weird sextings with him. So you decide to interrupt. Ah, hello, friend Brain. Pardon the miss. I am currently engaged in a rather delicate project. What project, you may ask? Why, the creation of a virtual reality. My studies indicate that the best way to improve my understanding of organic life is to simulate an entire universe full of it and observe the results. Dang, you're really hoping he decided that the best way of understanding organic life was to get naked with you. Maybe you can still salvage this though. Please, join me inside my virtual world and I will show you around. Now that's more like it. Alone in a virtual world with Cal? You wonder what sort of sexy body he's cooked up for himself in there. You put on a headset. Hello and welcome to my virtual reality. As you can see, I have already implemented real-time character rendering, sports clothes, and realistic physics. I am beginning to worry, however, that my physics might be a bit too realistic. Liam is perpetually discussing art and creativity, and it has caused me to wonder. Should I merely be using the physics of the existing world, or should I innovate? Tell him he should innovate because that's the way you can tell him all your stupid physics ideas. First and foremost, bad artists copy, good artists steal. Specifically, no. You just need to spruce up the organics a bit. How about Calculus's first law of thermodynamics? That one. How could I have missed such an obvious solution? Quantitative analysis reveals that one of the primary issues with the current build of reality is a severe ravioli deficiency. What better way to rectify this deficit than by making ravioli the inevitable output of all organic energetic reactions. I will, of course, also have to make the ravioli indestructible so that the law remains inviolable. This is the added benefit of providing an inbuilt solution to the world hunger. Truly, if I ever get to the good fortune to meet God, I will lobby for this simple and brilliant change to the fabric of reality. Wow, Calculus seems to really like your idea. That's weird because it's actually extremely stupid. Whatever, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Alright, finally actually doing something proper and well. Where is he? There he is. Calculus is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his Riviere with a question.
Hey, Calculista, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right?
I am friends with every person, friend Zoe.
But like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with?
That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them.
Oh, so vending machines have feelings?
Of course, they have feelings.
Which feelings?
I do not know. I am a terrible friend.
Oh man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. But we can talk. But how can we talk to the vending machines without bad their feelings?
Use pure logic, Cal. Vending machines seem to give away things when you put money in them, so put coins in them and ask them about their feelings. This pure logic is sound. Vending machines have one input and one output. Let us use the input and scrutinize the output. You go down to the row of vending machines, stuffing coins into each and seeing what comes out.
Oh look, this one spit out an almond joy.
This one seems to have dispensed an almond sadness.
And this one gave me an almond help me, I'm trapped in this immobile shell selling sugar. High schoolers, please kill me.
Understanding of friends feelings enhanced. You make a mental note to buy, not to buy any more candy from that third vending machine. Calculester is delighted with you though, so it's all good. Yay. Alright, what do I not have? Let's just do everything else except boldness. Let's go be smart again. Then they have a history just tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What we don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time you actually learn a lot about history. You gain +2 smarts. Another day of class, another seemingly arbitrary group project given by Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster.
Upgrade Calculester? What is every other group doing for this assignment? He's our only robo classmate.
Yeah, besides, Calculester is absolutely perfect as he is.
Error, factual inaccuracy. I have multiple bugs.
Having bugs doesn't make you any less perfect. Swarms of flesh-eating beetles often follow my dreadful wake, and I'm still crazy hot.
I too sometimes become crazy hot. It is called overheating, and it is yet another problem with my physical form.
Just let me improve your self-esteem, mechanical mortal. I mean, hooray, body positivity, yay.
Look. I get where you're coming from, Zoe. And Calculester, as great as he is, but our grades won't be unless we buckle down.
Buckling down is what you're at best at, other than guessing which classmates would like what response. But now isn't the time for that. We should improve him as an individual by improving the only traits that matter in life. Smarts, charm, creativity, and boldness, and fun. Okay. We just have to rename him Calculester X, triple his price, and offer him the shiny in that one.
Yes, of course! And immersing myself completely in spooky high, I've quickly become to realize that traits like honor, nobility, empathy, and logic have no place here.
Right girl and brain called it. Calculester, let's farm those traits.
Well, we're already in class, so that's 1 smarts for Calculester, right? All we have to do is finish this assignment.
Which we'll do by getting him 1 smarts. Oh yeah! We should get some creativity.
We're rehearsing for a play in the auditorium, and then we get some boldness in the bathroom.
What? Why would boldness be going to the bathroom? That makes no goddamn sense.
Logic dictates that it requires absolutely no boldness for carbon-based life forms to fulfill basic biological functions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However, fulfilling those same biological functions as a non-living entity requires a great deal of boldness.
QED, bitches! Go to the bathrooms!
You scamper off to the toilet zone, where Calculester takes the boldest artificial dump you've ever seen.
I stand corrected.
You tally up your results, and it turns out you've collected 2 smarts, 2 creativity, and 2 boldness. You all split the proceeds, and you end up with +2 smarts and +1 creativity, because math isn't a stat at this high school. I keep spitting on my screen. Okay. Creativity time? Creativity time. But they were rehearsing with the class play. You do a terrific job at acting. You also you act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency in the game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see how this could translate into something a bit more useful. Huh, it seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. And it looks like Calculus is off by himself again, working on his virtual reality. You don't know how he's able to shrink so many school responsibilities to work on this project. Then again, you shrink responsibilities all the time to try and fuck your classmates, so... As you approach, you notice the air around him is several degrees warmer than usual. He must be pretty worried about something. Hello, friend Brain. I am worried about something. Nailed it. All was progressing well enough in my virtual world. Intelligent life evolved, developing language and society, and kept senseless violence within standard parameters. It was going so well, in fact, that I decided to enter the reality myself to conduct an Orcs Ball. Instead of providing me useful feedback, however, the citizens of my reality provided me with dead goats. Apparently, as their creator, I command a certain and unanticipated level of awe and respect. I am embarrassingly enough a god to them. They have since designated the day of my appearance as a holy day, constructed an enormous and unsettledly phallic tower on the spot, and are currently murdering each other for control of said tower. Since this violence has spiked well outside the acceptable range, and now, instead of improving their virtual society, the people are spending all their time putting my face on various merchandise and co-opting popular music genres to sing my praises. I must devise a way to cure them of this unhealthy obsession. But when I tried telling them to stop, all it did was spark a holy war. What do I do? Interesting. A small, adorable construct that will argue for my non-existence. I worry, however, that one simply will not be enough. How about 5,000 people, 50,000 people? Hey, it's not your reality. You tell Cal to go ahead. You enter Calculista's reality to watch the nichelings work their magic. There they go, subverting the very concept of religion as a fiction manufactured by weaker men. Look, now they appear to be arguing against the very concepts of humility and submission. And look how quickly they can strip all the flesh off a gazelle. That truly is astonishing. You're not sure you'll ever get the image of 1,000 nichelings swarming over a gazelle carcass out of your head. But hey, that's what alcohol's for. For helping Cal fake his own death, you gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. Alright, where are you, Cal? There you are, with Miranda. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda has locked one of her heating serfs in an Iron Maiden. You're unfazed, but Calculista is very phased. Friend Miranda, isn't locking your unpaid intern in a spike-filled sarcophagus unethical?
Unethical?
Unethical. Adjective. Inconsistent with rules and standards of ethics.
Ethics? Oh, you mean those things poor people have instead of royal titles?
But I thought that ethics were a crucial part of being a good organic creature.
That's a common misconception. The key to being good is having a lot of money and punishing anyone who dares disrespect you. For example, this saucy serf dared to put ketchup on the hot dog he was eating on my behalf. As if I were the sort of person to put ketchup on a hot dog, 48 hours the Iron Maiden should teach her.
Warning, friend statements are inconsistent with internal moral compass. Existential crisis imminent. Uh-oh. Quick, set Miranda straight, or set Calculista crooked. What's this, Calculista? Disagreeing with Miranda? Looks like it's...
Aggressive glitter? Surely, you're even more delightfully cruel than I. An Iron Maiden only torments for 48 hours, but glitter? Glitter is eternal. She will be reminded of her transgression until the dying day.
Ah, I see. Friend Miranda's ethics module is poorly collaborated.
Excuse me? Is that disrespect I hear?
No, I feel no disrespect towards you, Miranda, because as a rule, I do not feel.
Oh, wonderful. Would you like a job as one of my royal torturers?
No, thank you. I will, however, supply you with stickers if it ensures the serf's safety. With the extra stickers left over from Calculista's first printing, you two start a thriving punitive sticker business. It's a bonding experience. Nice. That was adorable, I think. Maybe. Do I need to be more smart? Oh, let's just do more smart anyway. Today you're in your first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at the cliche movie tropes. You gain +2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight. That will help you face the difficulties of being young. I guess that's cool. You manage to catch a moment alone with Calculista. He introduces you to one of his little plant friends. This is my little jade plant friend, Robert Plant. Say hello, Robert. Note, I am aware that Robert is incapable of saying hello, as he is a plant. Also, he does not have a gender. I am merely engaging in what you organics call imaginative play.
Oh, look at you two. You're so cute together.
You're going to say thank you when you realize that they're addressing Calculista and his plant.
Everyone at this school is so afraid of commitment. Always floating, never sitting down. It's refreshing to see a robot and a plant actually dating.
I believe you are mistaken. Robert and I are not dating, actually, or otherwise.
You aren't? But you care about him deeply, don't you?
Inasmuch I understand the concept of caring, yes.
And if anything ever happened to him, you'd be devastated, right?
Once again, you have asked me a question about feelings, and once again, I must say, probably.
And he's completely dependent upon you for sustenance, correct?
Finally, an uncopulated question. Yes, it is objectively true.
Sounds like you're dating to me.
Oh dear, I had not considered the possibility that my attachment to Robert Plant might constitute a romantic entanglement. But perhaps you are correct? No, you can't let Calculista believe he's dating his plant. Not if you have any hope of dating him yourself. Quick, prove the couple wrong. Actually, according to this very thorough teen magazine, robots and succulents are romantically incompatible. You can't be in a relationship with Robert because I am. No, that one. You pull out the dog-eared tissue of were-tiger beat that you keep. Oh, were-tiger beat that you keep in your backpack for just such occasions. Oh god, that was horrible. The cover article is an exhaustive list of an interspecies pairing that make us sequel.
Human and foot human and foot processor, werewolf and whole turkey leg. Oh, here it is. Robot and succulent.
What does it say? Am I in love?
No. According to this article, succulents and other plant-based creatures tend to be asexual and aromantic. A deadly combination for a robot trying to learn how to feel romantic love. What a shame. I really thought you guys would make a cute symbiotic pairing.
Oh well, single again. Not for long. Not for long if you got anything to say about it. You can plus your smarts plus 1 charm. Awesome. Now I am extremely fucking smart. Alright, let's see. Let's put on the boldness, or the fun, or the... I don't know. Let's go have some fucking fun. Oh god. I can't buy anything. This could have negative effects if I click this. It's a luck of the draw thing. So I just wasted a day. Fuck yeah. Bugger. I need to look before I click. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright. You like sitting with Calculista and Polly at lunch because neither of them eat, so you've got plenty of space on the table for all your minifigs. Suddenly, Polly grabs Calculista's arm and points slightly at the vending machine in the corner.
Calculista, dude, don't look now, but that vending machine is totally checking you out.
Impossible. Vendronica and I are a purely platonic relationship.
No way, dude. Take a look at her insides. No drinks, dude. She's thirsty.
4 drinks?
For your shiny middle ass!
Current status. Highly uncomfortable with this topic of conversation. This sounds like the kind of thing that's none of your business. Time to interfere. Wow, Polly, so just because the vending machine is a machine, you assume she has feelings for another machine? That's pretty racist. I did not know that you were a mechanicist, friend, Polly. This is disappointing. Did you know that Vendronica's last partner was a slippery elm tree? Before that, she dated a bottle of cream soda. Those stereotypes are harmful to all robo-kind, Polly. And you are not being very robo-kind.
What? No, some of my best friends are robots. One of my best friends is a robot. One of my best friends is a robot, please?
Calculista allows Polly to remain friends with him for now, but only because he likes friendship, on the condition that she checks her worldviews a bit. He seems to like you more based on your robo sensibility. Yay for that. One last class before prom? What'll it be? I did want to have fun, so let's fucking go. That day during recess, you start half hour rather go full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a ride party. You can plus do fun. Calculista finds you afterwards. He's clearly flustered. In fact, he's hot to the touch. Stop touching him and ask what's wrong. I will tell you what's wrong, friend Brain. My virtual society has become too intellectually advanced. No, they have not solved war, or world hunger, or Mondays, but they have begun to theorize about the nature of reality itself. Some believe that the entire world exists on the back of an enormous turtle. I am not worried about those people. Nor am I worried about those who believe that life is but a dream. Those who believe it is just a hallucination created by an evil demon offend me slightly. But the most worrisome by far are those who theorize that their entire world is merely a virtual construct. Surely, friend Brain, you can understand the inherent danger here. If my citizens discover that their reality is not real, they may rebel, destroying reality itself. Even worse, they will be sad, which I do not think I will be able to bear. Please, use your organic deviousness to help me lie to them more efficiently. Organic deviousness is your middle name. You had it changed from regular deviousness because you care about the environment. You suggest send all your most suspicious citizens to an even more virtual reality so they believe they've woken up in the real world. Your people are only asking so many questions because they have no mindless diversions to distract them. That said, have I told you about the Kardashians? Fuck! I should have chosen the other one. That was probably smarts, wasn't it? Interesting. You wish me to distract my citizens with enormous posteriors, family squabbles, and lavish lifestyle porn. It is not something I would ever have considered, and yet has kept people in this reality from realizing they are in a simulation, has it not? Wait, what? Installing Kardashians.exe. One moment, please. Wait, back up a second. Analyzing result of software update. Oh dear. The citizens are in revolt. It seems that they do not believe that any reality in which the Kardashians exist could possibly be real. Well, what about this reality? No time to answer existential questions, Brain. I have a virtual uprising to address. You lose -2 bonus and -1 charm. Wait, if this reality is real, why are your character traits represented by numbers? He's probably going to turn me down or something. You finally pluck up the courage to ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. I must admit, I feel attracted to your stats as a person, which I have quantified numerically. Also, you have achieved many love points, which is the measure I have created to compute my interest in you. You did this by choosing successful options in the situations we've shared during the last weeks. So, affirmative. Let's engage in a prom scenario together. Heart emoji. Oh. Prom night was wild! You danced, you sang, you even kissed! But you couldn't hold that pace for much long, so after some hours, you proposed that you and Calculista do something more chill. You settled on playing Federation of Fables, but he surprised you by proposing you could actually play it on him. It turned out to be unexpectedly sexual. Oh, that's cool. Not a secret ending, but I liked it. Best at whispering nasty stuff to birds. Best library computer ever. Yes, you are, Calculista. Yes, you are. You know, I'm going to actually end this episode here. I'm actually extremely tired. Sorry. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we are and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Calculista led a robot uprising, but it was a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people, they just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monsters led a rebellion to kill robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculista traveled back in time and took care of it. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Oh, I should go after Liam. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go after Liam. This is not gonna be the end. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. That's cute. Oh, that's so cute. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young, unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. Skip that. Okay. Gallery. Endings. New endings. What new endings? What new endings? Tell me. Oh, that one. Cute. Polaroids. I got new Polaroids. Where are they? Where are they? Show me. Show me the new stuff. There it is. Oh, that's adorable. Burbs! Hello. Heart you. Oh, that's cute. That is adorable. I love how cute this game is. Where's the new stuff? Give me new stuff. Ah, there it is. Ah, the end scenes. Ah, the good scenes. Awesome. Fan art time. That's new. By that person. That's the Tumblr. Alright, now. Back. Okay. One more 30-minute one. One player, second term, short game. Skippity skip skip. Let's be... Huh. Let's be you. Your name is Oz. Skip. Skip. An alien race invade Earth, and they tell you the world's fate depends on how you answer the following question. How do you like your coffee? Alien friendly? My favorite type of coffee is vodka. I like my coffee as bitter and dark as my own soul, which isn't bitter or dark at all. I'm a pretty nice person. If you could go back in time, what's one thing you could tell your younger self? I'd advise myself not to buy the time machine. Worst investment ever. If you were a product, what would be your slogan? Too expensive for you? For fans, by fans? You won't understand me, and that's how you know I'm cool? Yep. School just isn't working out. Time to go stripping. What's your stage name? Duchess Henrietta Honeylips III? My name plus the naked? Nikita Nipples? Max Pleasure Model 3000? Kawaii Pussy? Ooh. Excuse you. I want to be the... Oh, let's try that one. I fucking knew it. That's hilarious. Alright. I'm going after Liam this time. Okay, so. Creativity. But they were rehearsing for the class play. It's the muses themselves that decided to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Liam plus 2 creativity. You notice Liam off by himself, happily drawing some steamy hot yaoi. You head over and say hi, but Zoe beats you there.
Hey Liam, what you doing? Illustrating some erotic fanfic? Can I join you?
No and no, you over-enthusiastic poser. For your information, what I'm drawing is called yaoi, and it's not fanfiction, it's high art.
I know what yaoi is. I have the internet too, but...
But what?
Isn't the yaoi kind of, you know, problematic?
Problematic? A thing that I'm doing? How could you even think such a thing?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I posted some yaoi online recently, and some people got really mad at me. They said it was trivialized authentic gay relationships or something. I just wanted to explore the sexual dynamic between Liam and Damien in this kind of comic form.
Okay, first of all, that is my storyline, and you have no right plagiarizing it. Second of all, I already told you that yaoi is high art, and high art is only problematic to cretins.
But if it's high art, why are you drawing two Ninja Turtles giving each other handjobs?
It's called irony! Leave me alone! You doubt Zoe will leave Liam alone until this disagreement is resolved, which means you've got your work cut out for you. But whose side do you support? True, Zoe, yaoi can be problematic, but only when written through the dehumanizing female gaze of male on male. Liam's gaze is unapologetically male, so there's no problem. Ordinarily, I eschew the restrictive concept of gender, but for the purposes of winning this argument, I will make an exception. Yes, I, a man, am immune from all criticism with regards to my yaoi. Sure, these Ninja Turtles may be giving each other handjobs in this page, but look at the previous page.
Oh, they're discussing whether or not to adopt a dog together. That's so sweet and non-exploitative. Wait, how did it go from dog adoption to handjobs in the one page?
Male relationships are complicated, Zoe, and you wouldn't understand.
You're so right, Liam. Male relationships, like the ultra terrors of the warm dimension, are beyond mortal comprehension.
Phew, bullet dodged. You get +2 fun and +1 charm. Oh! Bullet dodged. Sure. We We dodged a bullet. Hey, Liam. You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters on the whole Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, you are eating manticore. Are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know that the amount of cruelty involved in mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But that's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we could do is to teach them the concept of death so that they really fear their fate. Let's educate the cattle on metaphysics. Oh God, I'm out of breath. I also don't know which one's which. Well, I cannot condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, Oz, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. That's true, very true. I don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible. And I guess, and I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with, or something. Laughing just makes me out of breath even more. These sentences are so long and sometimes complicated. They were rehearsing for the class play. You totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own priority filter for almost all my photos. Infinite top to pay. It's also probably why I only have 6 Instagram followers. But we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of the air conditioning, whatever.
Goodness! This story saved more time than I thought! If Operation Make Liam Popular again is to succeed, we must get started immediately! What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password of his account, so we can give it a total makeover. What to do?
Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram. Well, I'm not fun enough for that?
What is this porn? Never mind, if it's just it, It must be something very classy and suitable. Pour your heart out.
With Miranda's blessing, you soon transform Liam's feet into a calculative and clavicle of nice boobs and deadly explosives. All seems to be going well. People are liking his pics in droves. When you see Liam being led through the halls in handcuffs. I don't even know what you're talking about. Encouraging acts of violence? I just post pictures of my food under opaque brown filters. It's just figurative violence against the status quo, not actual violence. So what if my profile says, come for the bootleg pornography, stay for the domestic terrorism? It's clearly ironic. Oh, if I was going to be wrongly incarcerated by the state, I would have at least liked some warnings so I could fix my makeup. This is the worst day of my particularly infinite lifespan. The cops eventually release Liam in exchange for teen fashion advice, but you spend the rest of the week covering your digital tracks. You lose money and creativity. Fuck. So I need fun as well? And my fun is at 4. Fucking hell. I did your research through the half-hour rabbit goes for crazy. I have no idea. 300 people, blah, 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 consequences, reality and all that. Then you see Liam scrolling through the phone, looking like the embodiment of Inui? Hey Oz, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent! I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with on Cola? On this dating site, and it was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm, illiteracy, and actually being a pickle and not a person. The postmodern protocol dictates for me just to ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely, mysteriously, and lit true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of letting him know how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam how you excel at complex sentiments so he might someday feel like sharing them with you. Maybe croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile. This one, little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached wear-collar emoji. Oh, that one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested, overly attached wear collar, or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested and overly attached wear collar? Maybe the silly hat is not suited for the situation. Let's go with the classic. Okay, just sent it. He texted me back. Let's see. Oh, the wear collar being understanding of the little vampire's feelings and respecting them even if it's a bit hurt emoji. I'm replying back with formally grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at this. He just texted me with the emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds, but without being respectful about it. Resentful. Perfect. We've solved this just as a team. Cheers to us. And cheers to the creative people that turned every complex feeling and scenario into a friendly, colourful emoji. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. Man, I'm getting tongue-tied today. Okay. Where is he? There he is. You approach Liam and Vera's table, find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. The school has literally no rules, apparently. Ah, wine. The most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure.
Do you know a lot about wine then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers.
France doesn't have a king anymore.
That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not?
Alas, my centuries of living, I have only learned about how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it.
All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one.
Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. Polly's toilet wine. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You suavely recommend, try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. You know the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavors would go well with an unholy blood meal. I've always tried to pair Pinot Noir with blood, you know, because noir means dark, like my soul. And I always avoided sangria because the little bits of fruit in it made it seem inauthentic. But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? It's truly a new dawn for sanguine cuisine. Well, not dawn per se. Let's say a new dusk. Yes, a new dusk for sanguine cuisine.
As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their... I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs.
Liam ignores her. He's too busy at gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't judge. Well, that's cute. Ow, my fingers. Okay. Should we bold? I think we should bold that a bit. Yeah, we should bold that a bit. That day during class, you have to hang out in the bathrooms. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping harass and have zero shits and door baldness. When you're finished peeing, you realize there's a hullabaloo going on in the bathroom. Why is there always a hullabaloo in the bathroom? It seems that Liam's Riviera has been interrupted by the appearance of...
There you are, Liam. We've been searching the whole school for you. Why does everyone always hang out in the bathrooms?
Look, guys, there are other monsters here, you know? I don't, associate with you anymore. When I was young and naive, I went through an unironically helpful phase where I hung out with the Coven. Please don't tell anyone, Oz. It would ruin my cred. This is bigger than cred, Liam. If you don't work with us once again, the world will surely end. It'll be a catastrophe. Right, but there's a new club opening, in Sotran, south of Transylvania. I can't tell you more than that because it's sort of exclusive, and I don't think your style is up to the dress code. Why don't you try branching out a little in terms of color palette? We didn't come to you for fashion advice. We came to you because it's a well-known fact that witches need a supernatural being for help, especially mid-season. The big bad this season is particularly difficult. What season do you keep talking about? Oh, spring, fall, winter, whichever. Pick one. The only thing I'll be picking is which socks go with this bow tie for the bloody rager tonight. I'm not part of your scene anymore. Move on. But the Coven aren't bowing at all. What a great opportunity to help Liam out. Heroically volunteer to take Liam's place and help the Coven in their lame mission for the third world. Fight the Coven? My bonus is only at 7. Heroically volunteer. They both seem like boldness. Shit. Oh yeah. You? You would go in my place? That makes a lot of sense since you're definitely not hip enough to go to the party. What are your qualifications? Powers? Do you have a resume? Oh, I'm sure he'll be absolutely just fine. I have to keep getting ready. Best of luck saving the world or whatever. I don't understand our fellow students at all, but fine, follow us. You follow the Coven through an interdimensional portal where a sentient pile of used condoms is threatening to swallow the universe whole. Luckily, you were just taught a prophylaxis personified banishing spell in Unlikely Situations 3 the other day, and you use it with finesse. The Coven is thrilled by your vanquishing of their latest enemy and offer you some of their carcass of spoils of war, which you take because everyone can always use small condoms. Oh, you're back! Thanks for doing that for me. I would have absolutely undied if I missed the secret pop-up Poseidon show at the club's opening. You also would have regularly died if you hadn't solved the universe, but I guess that's not what your priorities are. Meh, you get +2 bonus and +1 smarts. I did a nice thing, maybe. Okay. Let's see. My fun's only at 6, and it's my lowest stat, so... That's during recess, you had a half hour right. Oh, sorry. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him about the hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one? The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll, or bolt of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns into +2 fun. Liam doesn't participate in the rave. He's busy sunning himself in the shade inside a coffin. He calls it sunning himself because he thinks it's ironic. Without warning, the Slayer sprints across the yard, throws the cover off the lid of Liam's coffin, and starts taking pictures with her phone.
Haha! Everyone looks ugly when they're just woken up. I'm gonna post these on my Instagram.
You psychopath! No! Stick me in the heart! Bathe me in holy water! Just whatever you do, don't post candids of me on your benighted Insta.
Oh, it's happening, Suckboy. What you gonna do about it?
You're not close enough to stop her. But you are close enough to tell Liam what he should do. Critique her fashion sense. Banish her phone to the hell dimension. Why, of course! I was just going to do that anyway. I mean, who makes an outfit with that many straps and buckles? You look like you just walked out of the Red Room of Pain. And that cowl. What are you, World of Warcraft's character's unattractive niece? And hold on. I think I'm getting a call. One moment, please. Ah, yes, it's Bayonetta. She wants her hypersexualized, form-fitting costume concept back.
Fine, I'll delete the photos. Just quick up these harsh reads.
Oh, I'll stop for now. You come at me again, though, and we're going to have a little talk about those boots. Liam winks at you. You're glad you left your knee-high leather boots and crotchless leggings at home today. You gain +2 creativity and +1 charm. Lunchtime. Liam, Miranda, what's up? You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda's pretty upset too. Better check that out.
Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Are you mad at it? You seem to be at an 8.5 on the frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
Miranda pulls out a notepad and it displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is because of my heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy, so it is truly popped with my massacre Instagram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat this at cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment, so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
Liam, we can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold? I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they would have been better at their jobs. I'm simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Oz. His taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely he can make this subpar cafeteria maybe he can see that the cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Oz is surely more compassionate than that. He will gladly help you save the cafeteria again.
Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track with all your misadventures at the shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria down. At least not one voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer worthy to expose the published in the most widely read periodicals. Too long. Excellent idea. I am an incredibly intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. More than enough to admit that when a professional's help may be of use to me.
You think you have the most humility? You should never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I'm the most humble person ever to live.
Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class, calligraphy and murder, to write 5 letters chock full of hashtag aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How was it breathing in there? And it gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses and deliver the letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems to have worked because within a minute the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Ah, I knew the exquisite Jakku and Zor would have enthusiasm for our plight, thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review of the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got the dove to find out where I lived based on my email address, but stop contacting me. Most lovingly yours, great and humble food critic, Jakku and Azur. And Oz. Nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other. For prom? Hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometime to send anthrax to your enemies. Okay. One last thing to do, and then we'll ask him to prom. Let's see. Let's just be creative. Let's go. Today we're hosting with a class play. You can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. It doesn't seem to be an ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make the deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You get +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of your life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. Lately you've been being cute with Liam, but in an ironic sense. And he seems to tolerate you, which is like third base for Liam. So tonight you're having a picnic in the graveyard. It's like a date, except it totally isn't a date because your dates are super cliche. But it's totally a date. It's time. You're gonna kiss him. You practice a lot with your pillow, which might or might not be a body pillow customized with a real full-size body picture of Liam. Maybe. Here you go. You know what, Oz? I've been thinking about the concept of kissing. And not because being with you makes me think about kissing, but don't you think kissing is such an outdated and vulgar concept? Your best way of showing your feelings is by putting your mouth over another person's mouth? But you wanted to put your mouth over his mouth, god damn it! Come on, Oz. Prom is just around the corner. Quickly, think of a never... Oh, come on, Oz. Prom is just around the corner. Quickly, think of a never-before-seen way of showing your emotions to Liam. Don't show your feelings, sing your feelings. Being figurative is for cowards. Real winners are always literal. Show Liam your feelings. No! No! Oh god, no, I failed. You're ready to show Liam your feelings in a literal way. You start a magic ritual to show your feelings in a physical form. Yes, there's a magic ritual for that. Magic is stupid. Your feelings are many and complex when putting all of them together into a physical form. It turns out they add up to the shape of a feral puma. What are you doing? First you spent an hour of picnic ignoring me so you could scribble some weird runes on the ground. Oh yeah, that ritual took an hour so you couldn't focus on Liam. And then you summon a friggin' puma in the middle of it. Which is like the 5th to last thing I like at a picnic. Just between 2 pumas and gluten. Not cool, Oz. I'll let you solve this yourself. And so he leaves. Subduing a field puma turns out to be not an easy task. Rips +2 smarts, +1 fun. Oh, god damn it. -1 smarts, -1 fun. Alright, Liam, let's go. You finally pluck up the courage to ask him to prom. You and me? Psh, I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think I'm the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that our body has on as solid mass. That's something, right? Your failure has made you despised by society, that you were exiled to the wilds, where you joined a pack of wolves. Still, you were bad at social interaction. That you also failed at getting a date for wolf prom. So bad. Oh god damn it. I think I need to actually stop. Most likely to survive for a year of drinking only his own pee. Old pond. A frog jumps in. The sound of water. A haiku. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles!